branch, the question will be easy to moderate level, not even single question.
Good evening all. Welcome to our today's TBR Talks, episode 3.
You are aiming for a gate or to get a placement, simplify seeking to improve your understanding of the examination. And we promise you an enlightening, enriching your discussions. We will be excited to have you join us and hope that you will find the podcast informative and inspiring as you pursue success in the GATE examination.
Now I am happy to call our guest Debarghya Chakrabarti.
So good afternoon everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, so hi everyone. So I am Debarghya and I am very grateful to be here today. So this year, as we all know, that I have secured AIR 6. I was really fortunate enough to crack the prestigious GATE exam, and also many of you know that I also cracked GATE in my third year also in last year as AIR 31 rank, and so here I am today. So now I will discuss about what to do if you want to score good in GATE examination and what are the possibilities after GATE or how to prepare for GATE. So I'm open to all your questions. And
first of all, we want to know how you started your journey for the GATE preparation. Like you were in the college, how you thought about it and you started for the preparation.
So I started my journey from my second year itself. So it was 2021. So in generally from the second year of engineering curriculum, all our core subjects start generally. For chemical engineering, the heat transfer, fluid mechanics, mass transfer, all start from second year itself. And from other streams also like electrical, mechanical, as far as I know, the most important topics of the core engineering subjects starts from second year. In first year, there are mostly mathematics and basic subjects like physics, chemistry in any engineering colleges. So the most core subjects that are very important for GATE or the subject point of view starts from second year. So what I did is that I tried to capitalize my semester studies with my GATE studies as well. So I started preparing from my second year for GATE exam.
So according to you, which method is good for the preparation? Like we should go for online or offline mode.
Look, it depends. What I did is I totally did my preparation from online mode. There is nothing offline which I followed, but I have also seen various toppers that have also followed offline mode. So I believe that it's kind of depends on the student as well. Like I cannot take long 7-8 hours offline classes as well. I am frankly speaking. So online was made for me because online is the place where I can study on my own at my own speed. Like I can study at night 2 a.m. but that's not possible in offline class. Like if I want to study at 12 a.m. that's not possible in offline class. But what helped me that I can did my own classes at my own speed in online mode. So that what helped me. So I personally recommend online mode, but if anyone is not accustomed with online mode, they can go offline mode also. Both are good and there are quality available.
Like in online mode, we can see lectures at any time. We can do any other work and then see the lectures. So that will be preferable for us according to our time, right?
Yes.
So now I would like to ask how you manage the schedule. Like you have started preparation during your second year. So how you manage your classes, projects, and all the preparation.
So in the first 1 or 2 months of preparation, it was really very hectic. So what I did that the subjects which were in the semester as well as GATE. So I did that subjects before. Like if anyone is chemical engineer, so I am saying that in second year there are subjects like fluid mechanics and thermodynamics. So they are both in semester exams as well as GATE exams also. So what I did is that in my second year I did those subjects. So as a result, that also helped me in the semester and as well as they helped me in the GATE exam as well. So I followed that strategy and it really helped me to get a decent SGPA in my semester exam and a decent rank in GATE. So I followed that.
And how you manage to your placement exams and all preparation, how you manage this?
So generally placement exam is not that much tough because the questions that are asked in aptitude in chemical engineering that are mostly GATE PYQs or some classic textbook questions. Like in my PwC exam, the questions were totally aptitude based. Means no technical questions were involved, and the questions were something like that we know in general aptitude that are generally asked in competitive exams like GATE, CAT or etc. So what I did for exam for placement, basically I did from very aptitude sites from books and I prepared for aptitude as well. So mainly for my college placement, I totally focused on the aptitude part, and from my gate placement, for my gate point of view, I did aptitude as well as technical.
Like, is the test series better option that it will be helpful in GATE exams or not?
Yes, yes. Test series is the one of the best things that one can do for GATE exam as well. Like if anyone completes the syllabus within September or October, he can immediately start giving chapter-wise test series and full length test from November itself. So what I did is that my syllabus was completed in September. Okay, so what I did in from October, I started giving tests. So on regular basis, I started giving the topic-wise test followed by subject-wise test. So there are 12 subjects in our GATE examination. So I did one subject in one day, and then I took gap of 2-3 days for revision of second subject. Then I give the second test as well. And from December, what I focused is I started giving the full length test series, that 100 marks of GATE exam test paper that I started giving. So I personally gave approx 35 to 40 full length test series that really helped me to gain much knowledge, because sometimes when you prepare from GATE exam, we lack some concepts as well. So while doing the practice, we somehow learn from our mistakes and rectify in the betterly in the next exam. So it really helped me in that.
So test series that you gave, that will be like chapter wise, concept wise, or previous year exam.
No, it's both. I started firstly giving a topic wise test. Like for example, if there is a subject called heat transfer operation, there are very few topics like conduction, convection, radiation, and heat exchanger. So at first I started giving the conduction test, followed by convection test, and at the end heat exchanger or the radiation test. And after all the topic wise tests are over, I started giving subject wise tests. Like I started giving a whole test on heat transfer operation. So there are 12 subjects, and I did all of them like this. And after all those topic wise tests and chapter wise tests were over, and then I moved to the full length test. And yes, PYQs are also very much available. I didn't give PYQ as test series as well, but there are very few quality books that I really followed for my PYQ preparation, like the 24 years PYQ book. I followed that book, and it really helped me to grasp the PYQ concept.
Like PYQ plays any vital role during the preparation?
Yes, it really plays a vital role, because I always say that the PYQ is that question that is asked in GATE exam. Means it's not any suggestion or anything. It's the questions that are directly asked in GATE exam. Like when I gave 2024 exam, the next day it became a PYQ. So I believe that PYQ is the most valuable asset for any exam as well, not only for GATE but also JEE, NEET, and any exam. So before going to any other extra questions, one should properly do PYQ as well. So for every subject, I did PYQ for 2-3 times. So it really helped me, PYQ.
Or like does prioritizing the subjects matters in the GATE exam? Like we give priority to one of the subjects, weightage of the subjects.
Yes. It really mattered, because there are few subjects in chemical engineering like mass transfer operation, chemical reaction engineering, that covers 10 to 12 marks, and there are subjects like chemical technology, mechanical operation, that covers 1 to 2 marks. So as we can see the number distribution, that the subjects are very lengthy. Like CRE takes 2-3 months for preparation, and mass transfer also takes 2-3 months for preparation. So it's very important that we start the long subjects early before starting any small subjects, because what I did is that I focused on mass transfer CRE before, and after those big subjects are over, then I used to capitalize in small subjects like chemical technology, mechanical operation, and process calculation. So that's how I prepared.
So like can you please tell us how many questions you have attempted in the examination?
In this year examination, the question was a bit tough, so I wasn't able to attempt all the questions. I attempted 55 questions out of 65 this year.
And how many questions we need to attempt during the examination, like, to clear the cutoff, if we say?
In this year, the cutoff, I believe that 30 questions would have been enough, because the cutoff was really low this time. Yes.
And to score the good rank, like then how much question you have to attempt?
So if to score a good rank, I believe that 40 questions attempt are enough. In this year, obviously, because year to year it depends. Like last year when I gave the GATE exam, I attempted 58 questions. Still my rank was less than what I have in this year. So it depends on the question, the difficulty level as well.
Like the level of the paper, it depends on the examination, how the exam is came. So during the preparation, the students get demotivated, and during your preparation journey, how you keep yourself motivated?
So demotivation is a common part. I also felt demotivated very much time. In fact, even before giving GATE exam, in 1 month before a GATE exam, I was demotivated. It's really part of our life. Even Virat Kohli scored 0 runs sometime. In Lionel Messi scored fails to score a goal in penalty as well. So it's really part of our life. Failure is a part of our life, I believe. And what we need to do is that we need to rectify the mistakes we are having, we are doing. Like we somehow do silly mistakes in exams. We somehow fails to learn some concept and get low marks in exam, and it's quite normal. There's nothing wrong. There is nothing to be sad for that. But what we can do is we need to do rectify our mistakes. So I really did that same. I also felt demotivated. Then I started to rectify that mistakes, and then somehow I got succeeded.
Like emotional support of parents also plays a vital role in motivation. Right? Am I
Yes,
right?
really. But somehow, because as many of us are living in a college that is very far from our
Correct.
home, so it was somehow
Yeah.
sometimes it was not possible also. So, like I was in Kolkata. My home is in Malda, so I studied in Jadavpur University. So it means I was really I wasn't really in touch with my parents. So it was sometimes it's not possible as well.
Olivia Sane has raised a hand. Something you want to ask, Olivia?
Yes, actually, I have a question that is like, is it mandatory taking the coaching classes? Because some of the students, especially the people, those who are from 2024 pass out batch, they like 2020 and 2021, it was the lockdown period. So they didn't study in their college. So whatever they did, it was completely on online mode. So is it mandatory taking taking any kind of coaching classes in institutions?
So Olivia, I can say that it's not that much mandatory if you ask me. But what I can suggest is that the coaching classes give you an extra benefit, an extra edge from the rest. But if you are sincere enough, you can really crack it with YouTube as well. Because for chemical engineering, as I can say, there are very few lectures available in YouTube from various one of the best faculties of chemical engineering, like in CRE for mass transfer, for heat transfer, everything is available in YouTube. The coaching institute just helps you to get a better schedule, a better thesis, a better guidance. But if you are sincere enough, if you are ready to crack get a GATE exam, then you can also crack it from YouTube as well, and by from solving some quality books also. So I believe that's all.
Thank you, but I also have one more question.
Okay.
That is for an example, I'm a student of electrical engineering. Okay, so we do have lots of subjects. So there are lots of like numericals as well. So we need to practice that numericals, and to get the proper idea regarding the numericals, we need to solve lots of problems. So is it a good way of like practicing from YouTube? Because numerical practicing, I do think that it would be much more helpful if we can go in any kind of institutions. So that would be much more helpful for us, right? Like, so in that case, what we should do?
So if you can also do something that you can buy some DVPs, some materials, coaching materials as well, because if means they also give a lot of age in preparation. Like I didn't opt for coaching material, but many of the students did that. There are very few renowned institutes that releases coaching material externally, like in Medici they give their materials as well. So you can also follow the materials, the coaching materials that they give, and start preparing from that as well. Like you study from YouTube and then follow the materials and then have a external.
Apart from YouTube lectures, what did you do? Like, if I ask that, what was your planning? How did you prepare yourself? So what will be your answer? Like, I want to just follow that path.
So apart from lectures, what I did that I revised my notes properly. I made my notes in my handwritten notes. So I didn't follow that much books for my preparation. What the lectures, I just noted down what was the lecture consist of, and then what I did is that I enhanced my question bank. Means I literally solved many of questions in each subject. Like I can say that for the major subjects I did more than 500 to 600 questions. From minor subjects I literally did 200 questions. So it's really necessary to solve more and more questions in GATE level. Like in the GATE is a competitive exam, so it's not like any question will cost you 30 minutes. So all the questions are really simple. In any branch, the question will be easy to moderate level. Not even single question will take 30 to 40 minutes, like in semester exam. So the difference between GATE and the semester exams is that we need to enhance the problem solving skill. So I really tried my best to solve my problem solving skill, and I solved many of the questions. Apart from PYQs, I also solved the other branches PYQ, like fluid mechanics is also asked in mechanical engineering or civil engineering. So I followed their PYQs as well. So it really gives an extra edge. So try to enhance the problem solving skill. Try to solve more and more questions available. Like there are very few YouTube sessions for practice solving skill. Like for electrical engineering, I believe that Ankit Goyal sir, Vishal Soni sir have taken numerous practice sessions in as YouTube or in their platform as well, that is available on free. You really can follow that question, they solve it very properly. So try to enhance the problem solving skill and solve more and more questions.
Thank you. And one more question, that is, how much time you devoted for preparing the like any topic or any subject per day basis? If I see per day basis, how much time you devoted?
So per day, I used to watch 2 lectures. One lecture consists of 2 hours. So you can consider 2 into 2, 4 lectures. And then for practice, you can consider 2 to 3 hours of practice and questions you have choose as well. And 1 hour of revision. So 8 hours approximately on daily basis. So 8 hours. 7 to 8 hours will be, I believe that 7 to 8 hours is just optimum way to start.
And the people, those who are just those who are planning to start this from this year, like as because this year the placement scenario is very poor.
Yes.
So if the students are trying to crack the gate exam, and if they are trying to starting their preparation from this year onwards, so how much time it is going to take to prepare? Like, what will be your suggestion, 1 year or 2 year?
So it depends on whether the student is on 3rd year or 4th year or dropper. So it really depends on this. Can you please elaborate on what kind of student you are talking about, so I can give my answer? Like 3rd year, 4th year, or dropper?
No, I'm just taking. I'm just talking about the 4th year students, those who are currently in
Okay.
4th year.
So, yes. So those who will graduate in next year as well, like.
Yes.
Okay. So what they can do is that they really have 1 year of time in hand right now. So I believe that when they are in 4th year, in the semester they may have taught some subjects that are asked in GATE. Like I don't have that much idea of electrical engineering GATE, but really some subjects maybe in semester that are also in GATE. So they also have a proper knowledge of few subjects as well. I can assume that. So what if they can do that, they can revise that subject as well, and then learn the new subjects that are not they are weak at, or they are not that much taught in college. So how can prepare? They can take 2 to 3 subjects at a time, and in weekend they can solve mathematics and aptitude as well. So what I personally did, that I did 2 subjects in a day, and in the weekend I used to capitalize it by doing aptitude and mathematics, the 2 major subjects that give 28 marks in any of the GATE exam, in any of streams of GATE. So they can do that. In weekdays they can start with 2 subjects, and in weekend they can do aptitude and mathematics.
Thank you very much for giving us the
Welcome.
clear-cut idea. Thank you.
Welcome.
Now I would like to ask, what is the role of revision during the preparation? How does the revision help?
So in my journey, revision was very important, and what I did written revision. So written revision is also very important, because sometimes there are very few derivations in any of the branch. Like in chemical engineering, there are derivations of Ditas-Volter equation, there are derivations of Bernoulli's equation. So derivation is the key in cracking every exam. So the derivations are not asked in examination, but the result of the derivation is very important. So after learning the subject, I used to written revision in every week. Like after when I completed the subject, in every 2 to 3 weeks, I did the revision of the notes before. I prepared my short notes of each subject, and then I used to do the written revision of the formulas. In each subject there are more than 70 to 80 formulas, so I did those formula revision and the question revision. That are most important questions as well. So that's how I prepared. So I believe the written revision is the key.
And revision is the most important part of the strategy, like,
because it's not, human mind can only retain 70% of what he has taught. So really revision is very important. Otherwise we can forget what we have learned.
does a domain of the engineering gives any effect on the GATE preparation?
In the branch they are
Like a branch, yeah.
No, it really depends on the branch as well. Like in mechanical engineering, I can see that the students that give exam a lot more than chemical or other branch, but the opportunities are a lot more in their branch. Like in chemical engineering, only top 50 to 100 students get in some best colleges or in PSU. But in mechanical engineering, we can see that 200 to 300 students get chance in PSUs or the top IITs. So it depends on the branch as well. So there are opportunities in every branch. There is lot of opportunity, ample of opportunities in GATE exam.
Okay. Now, personally, I would like to ask, That's the study of hours. Say, if like how many hours we have to study this, give any effect on the preparation.
So as I said to Olivia, that I personally studied for 7 to 8 hours on normal day, and before
Yeah.
1 to 2 months of examination, as I did started giving test series, so it consumed 3 hours for giving the test, and then 3 hours of analysis the test. So 6 hours was devoted to the test series, and rest 3 to 4 hours for my revision. So I believe that for a 1 year long journey, consistency is the key, and we need to prepare for 7 to 8 hours a day, and it's more than enough. Means one need not to study for 16 17 years for 1 to 2 years, and not necessary.
I hope the session is going informative for all. Now I would like to ask, most of the students are confused on how to manage GATE exam and placement exam at the same time. Like you were placed in PwC, right?
Yes.
How you manage this? Like
So,
you have prepared during your job also. Like
yes,
when you were,
for PwC role, I didn't prepare that much. Means I had a grasp on my Excel skill, and what I did that I did some case studies as well from the first year itself for my placement. Obviously, for my target was the consultancy from college engineering placement. So what I did for consultancy field is that I prepared a lot of case studies, and I really learned a lot, a basic of Excel and not that much advanced level. So basic of C programming and Excel, that helped me in my resume building for PwC, and rest it was my aptitude skill that helped me. There are websites like India Big and various other websites available that really gives a lot of aptitude questions. So I followed that questions from before my exam, and the aptitude exam was I very well that I gave. So in every college examination, in every college placement, aptitude exam plays a key role, because in 100 students from each department, only 10 to 12 students get qualified for interview. So it's very important to address the aptitude. So it's very important to get the concept of aptitude. So what I did, I prepared aptitude from. It really helped me for both gate and placement level. So I cleared the aptitude part, and then in the interview, it was mostly CV based interview, so there was not that much problem in the interview. So for GATE exam, I believe that to start early will give a extra edge in both college and placement and GATE exam, because what we study in GATE exams are directly asked in college exams. Like most of the college exam questions, the aptitude technical questions are from GATE PYQ. So it really helped me a lot in my college exams as well. And interviews based on what my internship was, what my project was. So it really depends on everyone what internship they did or what project they did. So it's for college placement is very necessary to do an internship or and have a grasp on the project that they are doing in their BTech. So that's it. And for GATE, just learn the subjects and solve the questions.
what personally do you want to tell students anything, like any tips you want to give?
So what tips that I can give is that I believe that you need to start early to have an extra edge, because many of the students, what the mistakes they do, that they start preparing for GATE from 5 to 6 months. So in 5 to 6 months, it's never possible to crack any of the exams. So they can give 6 to 7 subjects, but 6 to 7 subjects are enough to cut off the GATE, but not to top GATE. So what I believe that you need to give at least a 1 year for your GATE preparation as well. Maybe it's for third year to fourth year, or maybe it's from fourth year, or you can drop here. You can many of the students take a drop for GATE, or being in a job, they can prepare for GATE as well. So I really suggest you all to take a lot of time for the GATE. Don't be hurry and don't procrastinate. Start early and give your best.
Okay. Now, if anybody wants to ask any question, anybody wants to ask anything related to preparation, they can ask. I think the session was too much informative. Like nobody wants to ask anything.
Hello, I'm audible?
Yes, yes.
Hi Debarghya.
Hi.
Thank you so much for the information that you have provided. So I'm just having one question, Debarghya. Basically, a third year student, electronics third year student, it's become difficult to manage. For a particular student, it become a lot of pressure, like how to manage GATE and how to go with the placement. It happens that at 98% of the people who are there in the college are going for the placement, right? And only few percentage, I guess less than 1%, are the one who is going for higher study. So it become very, very FOMO personally for a student, it's like uh, a lot of my friends are going for the placement. So and I don't know I will be able to crack the gate or not. Kind of insecurity, you can say. uh, so at that point, how to keep yourself grounded and focused, because a lot of noise comes in between.
So
Because I feel that my friends will be getting placed at this company or not, or yeah. So how to handle this kind of situation? I guess you are from Jadavpur University, and placement is very good at Jadavpur.
yes,
Means in terms of the average package is also good. Everything is good at Jadavpur. So if you are going for the campus placement also, like you will get a decent package at least,
yes,
right? So how to like have, as you have gone through the same phase, so how we can manage that, Debarghya?
so it's really important to focus on our goals as well, because I can see I have seen that many of the students who does coding, they are placed in various 22 LPA job, 23 LPA job. So sometimes it creates FOMO. I know, I believe, but you need to stick to what we are dream of. Like if you dream to be a scientist, or you dream to be do research in your respective field, then it's quite normal. It happens. I believe that, like for me as well, I never did that much of coding. So in basic coding I did, but not that much level of GS algo. So when I saw my friends getting placed in 22 LP in various banks and various top companies, so it really makes FOMO to everyone. But somehow we also needs to believe that we are not destined to be what they are at. So our dream is different. So that's what I can do it, that because it's a really complex thing that you may understand, I can understand. It's really a complex thing, because sometimes, because in what happens in life, that very few people get success at an early age and very few get success at late age. So it's quite normal. But and I believe that if you are really focused on your dream, then you will be really successful at one time. Like as my focus was on GATE, so I, even after getting my placement, I was mainly I focused on GATE as well. So it was, my focus was always on GATE. So I didn't bother of that much placement as well. So you can do it as well. So you can also follow that. And are you going to get only for the higher studies, or you can are you thinking to apply in many PSUs?
Mainly for the higher studies.
Okay, then you will really get decent. If you getting to top colleges in GATE is much easier, so you don't need to worry about it. Just prepare for GATE and don't let that noise come to your ear. Just focus on your GATE and crack it. I believe you will crack it. I have my friend in Jadavpur who has scored AI at 29 in ECE, Deepananda. You may hear his name. Really great guy. So then
and how is the, like, if I'm from electronics background, means how is the, like, after GATE, how is the, like, after MTech or pursuing masters in India, mainly I'm talking about the technical degrees, kind of MTech. So how is this opportunity after the masters in India?
So to be honest, I don't know much about the electronics department, but for any field, I believe that after masters there is a lot of scope. You can do research in foreign as well, or you can stay in India and do your PhD, and there are much research scope. So mostly in after masters, if you are not interested in placement, your field will be research based on in scientist line. So that's also a very good line to start for our country and start for the betterment of your branch. So really, you just don't think that there is no scope. There is scope in every branch, and there are very much opportunities as well.
Okay, got it. So thank you so much, Debarghya. Hope that like, if TechBairn team can provide me with your LinkedIn ID, I guess I can connect with you on the further. So if anything is there, I can ping you over the LinkedIn also. Thank you so much for your kind information.
My WhatsApp number in the comments, in the chat section, so you can also talk to me directly in WhatsApp. So
okay. Thank you so much.
Ankit, you were asking something in the chat box. Please ask. You can open your mic and ask. You were asking something regarding how to handle the pressure, like I have read on the chat box.
Hello.
Yeah, Olivia.
Actually, I have a question to Debarghya. That
Yes.
do you have that kind of will to grab any kind of government job, or have you prepared for that? Like any kind of government jobs?
My aim was Indian Oil and Corporation, so that I hopefully can get to the PSU interviews that are done, that happens after I get. So in present time, I was focused on getting any PSU job. So I haven't thought of any of thing in future. Like if you are talking about UPSC or that thing, I am in present time I am not thinking about that. But yes, for government job, I was focused to get PSUs like IOCL and ONGC. So that was my motivation for it.
So here, like as you scored like very well, your rank 6. So my question is that like you can directly go to the company. So right, like you can go, like you can sit for the interview as well, and you can go to your dream companies as well. So my question is that like what, like you want to study more, right? Like you want to go ahead, you want to know everything, like everything very clear and cutly, and after that you want to go to the job, right?
Yes.
Okay. And one more question, that is nowadays like social media is the very bad addiction. Okay, so how you have controlled yourself, or what did you do? Like is it a like this social medias, have this ever like distracted you anymore? So how you have controlled yourself on that particular time?
So it will be a very big lie if I say that the social media is not distracted me. So it will be a very big lie. So social media obviously distracted me, and it's common, normal in this modern time. Like as my preparation was mostly online mode, so I was really affected by the means of YouTube and social media. So what I did, that I didn't keep my mobile when I was studying. Like I generally studied from laptop class, classes from laptop. So what I did, that I kept my mobile in another room when I was studying, and when my study is over, I took a 30 minutes gap and use social media, Instagram for that 30 minutes, and again when I am studying, I am keeping my mobile in other room or other. So mostly that we can do it that, and it's quite normal in social media addiction. But what we can say, that we can keep time. We can give time to our mobile and give time to our studies. Like we can think that we will study for 8 hours a day, and we can devote 1 hour to social media recreation, because I also believe that the recreation is very important in our life, like scrolling through YouTube, learning something. They are also normal. I also did that. So 8 hours of study and 1 hour of social media, I believe that it's really a great combination.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Anyone else want to ask anything? One personal question I want, like, do you want to give any tips for the placements in the company?
So for placement, what I have, I can say that solve as much of aptitude you can solve. I have seen a lot of my friends able to get placement through their aptitude skills, because in any placement companies, before they do interview, they conduct 3 to 4 aptitude rounds, like technical aptitudes that consist of your technical branch questions. Like from chemical engineering, they ask fluid mechanics, heat transfer questions. From electrical engineering, they ask their technical questions. So try to give proper time to your aptitude skills, and try to solve as much of aptitude you can do, because they are very important. Apart from coding round, I don't have that much idea of SD placement, but for consultancy and the core field, the aptitude round is very much important. So try to do as much of aptitude you can do. And if you are from third year, it's really high time you started focus on your aptitude skills. So go to IndiaBix and solve 20 to 30 aptitudes on daily basis. The questions are, to be honest, the questions are really easy that are asking questions in college placements. Okay, so the most important thing is that you need to do the time management as well. Like in my case, in my PwC examination, there was 1 hour given to solve the questions, and there were 45 questions. So to be in the safe side, to qualify for interview, it really was tough to score 45. But at least to qualify for the interview, we need to do minimum 40 of questions. So you can say that the question was very, very easy. It means that question was of class 10 to 12 level question. But the problem was the timing. The 60 minutes of timing of 45 questions. So just focus on your aptitude skill and focus on time management, and that's how. And if you have done any internship, then focus on what you have done in this internship as well, because in interview they generally ask you from the internship. Like when I did from Holdia Petrochemicals Limited, my most interview questions was revolved around whole year limited, and I really did a project on distillation column, and all the questions were asked from my project as well. So in any BTech, I believe that you all may have do internship or training and project. So these two are most important. These two are pillar in your means the interview. So apart from this, just focus on 2-3 technical subjects that are important in your branch. So your placement will be all sorted.
Yes. Thanks, Debarghya. Now I would like to congratulate you for securing this All India Rank 6. Thanks for giving us your valuable time. I hope the session was informative and useful for everyone. We have shared the link, the attendance link. Please fill the form so that we can share the certificates as well. Thank you everyone for giving us your time and making the session successful. I hope you all have enjoyed this session. Thank you, Debarghya.
Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.